Hey there, it's Ed from birthdaysuitblueprint.com, and I want to talk to you today about why you shouldn't quit the gym if you're thinking about it. So, for me, it's pretty obvious why you're thinking about bailing altogether on this whole fitness journey. I work with people every day that are on the cusp of giving it up. The next day they're excited, the next day they're demotivated. It happens, right? It's really easy to fall off this path. So the reason that you're probably feeling demotivated and feeling like quitting comes down to one very simple reason, and that is probably that you're just not seeing the results that you were hoping to. And also you probably had slightly high expectations of how quickly your results would come about in the first place. So what I want you to think about here is the benefits, the reasons that you got into fitness in the first place, the whole point that you wanted to start out on this journey. And if you actually look at the real benefits of it, they are so worth the journey. They're worth the time it takes. And with anything that we set out on, any new adventure or any new task, any goal that we attempt to achieve, it always takes time to figure things out, to tie up the loose ends and all that stuff. So naturally, you're going to have days where you feel demotivated, you feel crap about yourself, and it makes you feel worse when you're not moving forward, you're not making the progress that you were expecting to make. And this is okay. Just recognise that this part of the process is totally normal. It is part of the process. So that in itself should make you feel a little bit better when you remind yourself of that simple fact. So anyway, what I want to help you with is really a very simple trick that will get you back on track and focused, because that's what you're losing right now. If you're wavering and you're considering quitting, your focus is not there. It's not where it needs to be. So we need to put the focus back on the reason why you started out going to the gym and eating properly in the first place, and let's figure out the benefits. So let's look at it first and foremost. Why did you start going to the gym? What did you think the payoff was going to be? I mean, I'm guessing that you were thinking you'd build some muscle and you'd lose some body fat, right? So you wanted to show your abs and you wanted to look better, look more broad, maybe you'd feel more masculine, all these kinds of things. And actually, if you think about what it would be like to have those things, would that be good? Would that make your life better if you could look in the mirror and feel, yeah, you know what, I do look good? If you could go to the beach and comfortably take your top off and be around girls and think, they must be looking at me thinking I look alright. And little things like that, although they sound small, they do go a long way, and they make us feel very differently about ourselves. They make a whole world of difference to our self-confidence and our self-worth. So if you really delve into those reasons again, try and figure out exactly what it is that got you into fitness. It might be purely for a health reason. It might be that you wanted more energy. It might be that you want to live longer. It might be that you want to feel stronger in your everyday life. Maybe you have a physical job that you want to feel stronger for. Or maybe it is a vanity reason. And if it is vanity that's driving you, that's okay. But understand that the vanity is just at the surface and that there is something below the vanity. So for me, I personally got into fitness because I really believe that if I could turn my body around, then I wouldn't feel like the loser that I did before, where I felt terrible with girls, I felt like I was scrawny and I was weak and I was never picked for the team at school, for football or rugby or whatever. I always felt like I wasn't really one of the lads, because I was small. I was naturally a short guy and I'm naturally really skinny. I'm a proper ectomorph. Yeah, ectomorph, not endomorph. Endomorph is the other end of the scale. Ectomorph. So my body type is naturally really skinny and weak. And so I believed that if I turned that around, then I wouldn't feel like that anymore, that I'd feel more like the alpha male. And that I'd be more confident with girls, more confident around men, and I could assert myself through life better. And sure enough, it worked. I way prefer living in a body that I'm proud of now rather than being skinny. I would take this body over the body I had every single day of the week. But also, I knew that there was a deeper reason involved, but also on a vain level, I was thinking, yeah, if I can get bigger, then I'll be better with girls. More girls in the club will look at me. Naturally, it'll be easier to get jobs in gyms and this kind of thing. So there were vain reasons there too. But what I'm saying to you is understand that vanity is probably covering something up a lot deeper than you realise. So even if it is just to impress girls, maybe there's an insecurity there that you feel inferior to other guys anyway. So that's okay. So figure out what your motive is, and let's roll with that, and then go with the benefits. So actually, how much better would your life be when you feel and look better in yourself? And then, right, so here's one really simple task that you can do right now. If you're feeling like you want to quit, you want to throw in the towel, you want to bin off this journey altogether, you can't be bothered with putting in all the work with eating right, preparing your meals, going to the gym, busting your ass, feeling tired after your workouts, putting yourself through pain as you're working out, having to cancel on friends because of you're going to the gym rather than being able to go to the pub or whatever it is that you want to do, or go and just hang out with your mates. Let's look at actually your results, okay? Because if you're feeling like you're not getting the results you want, then that's very simple to fix. That's just feedback that whatever you're doing is you're doing it wrong, okay? So what I want you to do, well, let's say that you go to the gym this week. Every workout that you do, I want you to track your main lifts, okay? So let's track your presses, so bench presses, dumbbell presses, your rows, your chin-ups, your squats, your lunges, all these kind of things. Track what you lift for how many reps, and then go to the gym next week and do more than that, and I guarantee your body will be able to do more of it if you've slept enough and you've eaten about the right foods. It's not really rocket science doing this, but just seeing that tiny bit of progress will hopefully spark a bit of a ignition in your head that says, actually, you know what, I can do this. If that's just 1 week, imagine a month, imagine a year. Small incremental progress every step of the way makes such a big difference. And the same with your weight. If you're looking to build muscle, or if you're looking to strip fat and get lighter, then weigh yourself today, then weigh yourself in a week's time, and just put in the work between now and then, and see it as, if you haven't made any change by a week's time, then you know what, I give you permission to quit. But if you do the right work and you measure what you're doing, so you measure your lifts, you measure your weight, then things will change. There's no two ways about that. And sometimes we just need that affirmation, that confirmation that things are working for us, and bringing it back to the drawing board a little bit, and maybe understanding that our expectations were a little bit high, and we sort of expected to be able to run before we could crawl. So I hope that's been helpful. Just really keep this simple and bring the focus back to actually what can you change right now. I know it's so easy to look at the whole bigger picture, look at other people that are around and think that you're so far away from where they are and where you want to be. But this is a marathon, right? This is a long journey. It's a long process. That doesn't mean that you can't see results fast, but it probably means that results are going to come slower than you were hoping they would come. So just bear that in mind, but also bear in mind that that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. That every step on this journey is awesome. It can be a really enjoyable process. If you're seeing that you're growing and that you're making positive steps, then that should feel good to you anyway. And let's be real here, you're going to be getting stronger, you're going to be building muscle, you're going to be losing fat, you're going to have more energy. What could be better than that? And also you're going to be feeding yourself the right food, so you're going to naturally feel more energetic, more energized, more vitalized, there we go, that's the word, just healthier in yourself. So really, there are so many damn benefits to this. Trust me, it is worth putting in the graft. The early stages are the hardest by a long shot. If you can get through the first few weeks of being like this, you can get through it for life. Trust me. Just keep that positive mindset on, keep looking for the positive results happening, and you will get there. I'm here by your side, I've been there where you are, and it is possible to come out the other side. Trust me. I hope that's been helpful. Please like the video if you like it, and comment below if you have any questions. I love to hear from you. And if videos like this are helpful to you, I know I ramble a little bit, but I'm just trying to be as real with you as I can be and try and give you a real insight into what it is like to transform your body, the real process of it. Then please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep making videos every day to give you as much help as I possibly can. So please give me ideas below in the comment section of things that you'd like helping out with, and I'll look forward to speaking to you next time.